welcome back to the shop. Long time no video. The shop is in a bit of a hectic mess right now. I'm cleaning up the Swisher. As you can see, this is not painted or anything. This side is all painted. I need to clear coat it, but it's getting kind of dusty too. But it's in nice shape. Looks really good. But this is not what this video is about. I am out of paint almost, and I need to get clear coat for this before I start going on this stuff. So I'm gonna have to move this out of the way. So I have to take the jack out from under there, put the tire back on this side, and slide it over this way, and move all this stuff over a little bit because the old girl over here, the MTD, which here's the John Deere. The John Deere is naked right now. It has the Predator back in it because I need it for deer season, and it's going to take a lot of work to get the Kohler running. But right now, I cannot, for the life of me, get this shifter to not break every time I weld it back together. Murray, I still need to blow it up. I haven't gotten around to that yet. We're in a burn ban right now, like pretty severe. I can't even weld outside. That's severe of a burn ban. So I'm pretty sure that means, you know, explosion ban too. The MTD has, if y'all know me, you know that the MTD has this nasty habit where it cracks the gas tank mount. I don't know if you can see this. Hang on. I think you can see this now. You can see the crack right there, and there's one running over there too. This thing just kind of does that. I'm not really 100% sure why. I do know that this is not the factory gas tank. The factory gas tank was a 5-gallon tank that ran up to the hood over here and then ran back farther back into here. This is just off of some random Briggs & Stratton engine, basically. What that means is that since these parts of these are almost impossible to find, I'm just going to have to deal with this gas tank. Because it just kind of sits here and vibrates, which cracks it. So I'm going to maybe try to find a way to mount it to the engine down below so that it can't vibrate, but otherwise there's nothing I can do about it really. The other issue is, as you can see, the steering is pretty tight actually, but these ball joints down here are very, very worn out. This one and that one right there, and they like to pop off, and then I have to take a hammer and hammer in the edges around that to keep them from coming out again, and then hammer it back on. But I did buy some ball joints, so I'm going to go ahead and scoot everything out of the way in there and get this thing and drive it into the barn and start to work on it again. Oh yeah, by the way, I did build a workbench since the last time I saw you. I built this whole section right there. I ran out of 3/4 inch plywood, but there's going to be 3/4 inch plywood running from here all the way down to here, and this workbench is going to extend all the way down the wall over there. Yeah, shop's really shaping up. Anyway, I'll get to this and moving it out of the way, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Here comes the copyright strike.
We're out of drink, so we lie down. Take me to Texas on the open range. Give me your brain.
Alright guys, so I got her pulled into here, but you might be able to speed better in this light. That's also the problem. The other problem is there's lots of gasoline around here, so it's going to be interesting to weld. So I'm going to pull the gas tank off to be able to weld back up on this bracket. So I think I'm going to do that without you guys, and I'll come back and see you in a second. So, hang on. I got it off, you can't really see that. There we go, got its focus. You can kind of see that crack right there. And you can definitely see that crack right there. My booger welds. So I'm going to grind some more of that, these booger welds off, weld this back together, and then maybe throw some welds on there. And then put the gas tank back on, and then put the Heim joints in. Hey guys, just wanted to say real quickly while you're watching this, go down in the description or pinned to the comment section will be the link to my other channel. We are going to be doing hunting vlogs this season. Rifle season starts October 27th, so it's coming up. Be sure to go down and subscribe to it, and thank you very, very much. Now, a lot of you guys are going to comment and say, you don't know how to whale, yeah, you're horrible, da 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 da. And you'd be about right, so. Alright, next up on the list today, placing the ball joints under here. That one, I think I showed you the other one. This thing's leaking like crazy for some reason. It wasn't doing that when it was sitting over there, so I don't know what happened between here and there. I knew it leaked a little bit out of the hydraulic lift cylinder, but it's leaking like crazy now, so. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just start popping these bolts off. I'm not really sure if you want to see that, so I'm just going to snap through that. So, you can see here, this Heim joint is probably the original equipment. It's kind of stuck right now. There you go. You can see it's pretty worn out, and you can kind of pull back and forth on it and stuff. And it will pop out of that hole there, and then you'll just lose your entire steering. These are much better. The rubber piece is still there. Much smoother. I haven't actually tried these on. They should just fit and just slide right on, and then the bolts should just, you know, work right up. So we'll get to that real quickly. Here, set you down. See if I can prop you up in a way. There we go. Should work. Alright, please work. Otherwise I'm gonna really lose it. So there we go, that one fits on here at least. Please fit. I hope the threads aren't messed up on this joint. So I more or less got it figured out. What the problem was is that this Heim joint over here is reverse thread, and that one is not reverse thread, and neither is that end. So I do have one new ball joint there. The other one can go on the John Deere because both of its are reverse thread. And so I'll just buy another pair of these, and then I'll have a replacement one for the John Deere and a replacement one to replace that one. So to get the gas tank mounted back up, we're going to try to fire it up and maybe take it for a spin. We'll see.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Well, that's a fail. Sadly, it was not on video. First time this has actually happened. Whoops. Hang on. This is what I've been saying to people too. My welder is getting zero penetration. Look at that. Look at that. My welder is getting literally zero penetration. So anyway guys, sadly the video is gonna have to end here. It was halfway successful. I'm gonna figure out how to get that to work. I mean, at least I got taken for a bit of a ride. But to be honest, I have no clue what to do about that. I may just end up fabricating a whole nother gas tank system. Maybe something that goes between here and here. But I do need to figure out why my welder is not penetrating at all. I've welded some pretty thick stuff in the past and had no issues. I think I'll go find one of those in a second and show you. So here's what I was talking about. As you can see, this is a pretty thick piece of metal. This is it's decently thin, but as you can see, this weld, it's ugly, but it really does its job for sure. If you look, that thing's not going there at all, and this is a 3-point aerator. It mounts to the 3-point on the back of the MTD, and it does perfect. But for some reason my welder is refusing to penetrate now, so that's interesting. I'm using the same welding wire that I was then. It's not good welding wire by any means, but I'm surprised because it could weld through this. This is at least 1/4 inch this steel right here. But anyway, I'll just have to cut it off here, and I guess I'll see you some other time. It's a bit of a fail. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.